All right, we got our Roadmaster Comfort Ride slipper spring system from etrailer.com. You see over here, I unwrapped everything. I always like to noodle some things just to kind of test fit and see what they're going to look like. Got our new grade 8 U-bolts here to go on our axles. Comes with the shocks, our shock mounts to go on top of our axles. And this is all going on to Shasta 26BH. So I'll give you a little rundown on what we got.
Yes, sir. You're on the Yankees YouTube channel.
All right. As most of you know, when you go to buy these trailers, if you buy a $50,000 one, a $60,000 one, or a $20,000 one like this one, you pretty much get the same stuff in every single one. The build quality is the same, the thicknesses of the metals are the same, and as you can see underneath here, it is quite the subpar suspension system. And I'll go ahead and add in before let you guys ride underneath here the last time we towed it up, and that way you could see the suspension travel. So insert that clip here. All right, now that you're back, you can actually see on this frame that they've done a little bit different. They actually use 3/16 steel rather than the 1/8 inch like I've seen on a lot of trailers. And then they also added in this reinforcement bar underneath the suspension system, which that's an add-on too, because what they were doing was just putting a little angle gusset plate right here. And obviously that wasn't working out because people were still complaining about frame cracks. So what our plan is we're going to change out the suspension, and then at the same time we're going to reinforce these hangers right here too. We're going to weld a plate right here, and then we're going to make a triangle right here, paint everything, get everything back to where it needs to go, and then we'll do an after test, and yeah, we'll see how she rides. She should ride 1,000 times better. But yeah, first things first, we got to get this baby jacked up and tires off. So let's do that. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is bring up our that's as high as these go too. Yep, that is as high as those go. So we'll put our safety pin in here. Pretty sure that's as far. Oh no, you can go up one more. It can go up one more. I just don't think I can jack up any further on that side. Oh, she's resting on those jack stands now, baby. I'll still put a little bit of force on there. So now we need to jack up the back. I'm gonna wait. All right, so we got that front jacked up and on jack stands, and now we're gonna do a little bit at a time on either side. So you guys can watch from underneath here and watch if anything happens, if you get crushed.
So both of those countries, China and Russia, just did away with like they went back to
Who went back to gold?
China and Russia. They both went back to gold. A little bit further. I mean, the suspension ain't even out yet, so you got.
I just want to make sure to have that like as our safety.
Yeah.
Because this is a new jack. It's the first time using it. Are we fully extended there, or are we just...
Yes, that is it.
Damn, we're not.
Yeah, so you gotta add another board on the bottom. Expect very far away. We're looking good. Keep it going.
Still looking good?
Looking good, sounds good.
Feel like
That would be better.
then we're like, yeah, we're definitely lifting this bitch up. Look how stable that's gonna be, baby.
Is it? Oh yeah, great. Once we add some weight to it, it'll be fine.
Yeah. There we go. We can almost reach it from here.
Oh, so it's hardwood?
What's it?
You got hardwood there?
No, it's just that battery's probably super dead. Come on, cut.
Are the lugs 3/4?
Yes. Yes. Oh, of course.
Is that more sketchy?
A little bit.
Looks a little more sketchy.
Get some weight on there, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it.
Get some rocks.
Let's just see what happens. Alright, let's scissor it up. You ready?
Yeah, give her a little.
Got one?
Got one.
Okay, over one. Let's do it. Let's put some weight on there. Is that it?
Oops, need to go up.
That's getting kind of sketchy indeed. Okay, so we are in business.
We got two wheels up on this side.
All right, so down.
Alright, so we got our jack, the trailer finally jacked up all the way. We're spinning free. Got our jack stands underneath there. It's looking pretty decent. Now we're going to go ahead and buzz off the wheels and start this project. So getting all these surfaces prepped for welding. And I don't trust myself to weld, so that's why I have an expert here to weld for me. This is the stock steel that we're using, 1/4 inch thick, got 48 inches of it. We'll make a 5-inch little plate right here, and then a 6-inch to make it a triangle. Make this real strong. Alright, go ahead and cut our pieces here, do a little plasma cutting. I'm scared. Should I start off of it a little bit, or?
Whatever you think. We've got.
Ooh.
Like welding, you want to have a steady drag.
Shoot, I hate that heat. I can't fucking see. Small. Now we're there. That made it much easier. I don't see the sparks coming at me.
Oh yeah. That thing should have like drying mode too.
It went dark.
Okay.
Yeah, it was perfect. I could actually see where the plasma was hitting. That's nice.
Alright. So now we need to make a second pipe. We'll have
and then we'll have one side.
Right, we might as well just use that one as the guide for all of them.
Oh yeah, good idea. That's going to be hot though after how much time I took on it.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little.
Yep, it's a little.
But you want to cut it into a triangle, or you want to go ahead and just...
I figure we'll cut all fibers.
Okay.
That'll be good. Ooh, that's warm too. Oh wait, I have to account for our thingy.
So maybe we want a little bit more juice.
Shoo!
A little bit more juice, go to 50 maybe.
Go to the 50, that's all we got out of our circuit too. I mean, I think it was good, I just was going too fast. I need to take my time going through it.
So you don't want to move too slow and you don't want to move too fast.
Too slow? Why?
Because it'll splatter, slag will go everywhere. You'll end up with this.
With what we got?
Yeah. You want to be able to move a little quicker than that.
Okay. So I'll bring it to 50. See if we blow our circuit in.
I don't think we'll use all 50. That's what you wanted. Look at that.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So much better.
There we go.
Look at
How's that, baby?
Look at that.
Like a glow. That was perfect.
That was nice.
Do that again.
Good cut. Good job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, I learn fast. Gotta learn to put gloves on.
Yes. For this, gloves are a must.
Yes. Alright, so then we need another... Ooh, this is working out too good. What do I do with my tape?
So the faster you're able to move, the nicer the cut will be.
Nice. Can you guys see that? I was plasma cutting. Getting set up to weld, one of the things you want to make sure to do, especially if you're welding on your camper, is obviously we're disconnected from shore power, but we're going to come up here, we're going to disconnect our batteries as well. Oh yeah, I forgot, these have wing nuts, they make it easy. All right, let's get this disconnected and we'll start welding. What we're doing is we actually have 1/8 inch steel instead, because the 1/4 inch stuff was just too thick. Couldn't get a good penetrating weld on it with my welder, so we just went back to the 1/8 inch, so it'll add some good structure to it. Looking pretty good there, Chicha.
Welds. There are 2 welds. Do you want the whole thing welded?
What's that?
Do you want the whole, like I did on there?
Yeah, if that was easy.
Yeah. It's mostly just
It's just keeping on going.
getting a feel for it.
What you looking for? There you go. And here's the cut here. I'll just be your hands. Here.
God, this is awkward.
Yeah. That weld was beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Nice and welded up there. And now we'll put our triangle piece on here. So now what we have is our triangles there. Nice triangles. Alright, give you guys a little update. Obviously everything takes a little bit longer than you'd like it, but we just have our new slipper spring boxes mounted up there. Sorry about that, had something hanging in my mouth. And then we also got done with reinforcing all of our hangers as well. So we have triangles now as well as plates on the back. That gives these a lot more strength than what we had. Alright, our progress so far is have these loosely mounted. My friend went to go get some drill bits because I didn't have the exact drill bit that I needed, which is my dumbass self not planning that much, but planning enough. We also have our supports back here done. I got them primed up. I'm actually about to throw another coat of paint on there, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and start. So right now the trailer's still up on jack stands. Got all the welding done. My friend was able to come over and do that for me. He knocked that out and did a really good job. Like I said before, we had some issue because I got 1/4 inch steel, but it was just too thick. Couldn't get the welder hot enough to really want to weld it good. So we have 1/8 inch steel there instead. I went to the Home Depot and got that. So gonna keep on making progress. I'll go ahead and leave the camera on and show you guys us putting this all together. Alright, I really haven't filmed much, so what we need to do now that these are up here is we'll use the center punch once we get this centered onto our frame rail up here, and then we will go ahead and drill with our 21/64 drill bit, and then use our self tappers to get it bolted in, and then we'll tighten her up and start getting the rest of the stuff on. Those are nice and hot. that good?
Oh yeah.
It's not coming out.
Yeah.
Whoever is or tries to work on this is gonna be real fucking pissed. They're like, what the
Hopefully
fuck?
it's not us.
Yeah, yeah. Hey. No, we're never gonna work on this thing again, right? Okay, just make sure. Yeah, because before it does say leave that one loose, but now it won't really move around on us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then go over opposite corner.
Yep. Oops.
That's gonna be hot.
Yes, it is. It was smoking. Oh, it's not too hot at the bottom. It's probably hot as fuck at the
Yeah,
top.
if we want that drill bit to make it through all this stuff, better be nice to it.
I was being nice to it. Look how much oil's on there. It was smoking the oil off though, that's for sure. It's really not that hot. Yeah, because like literally in the instructional video, he did like a dab.
That is a river of fuck you. That means that that bolt actually is not going to come out.
Good.
It will have to be cut out.
Good. Good.
And the doesn't even have to be tight in there, and it will not matter.
All right, let's make sure she's
Still nice.
still nice. Let me actually back it up.
I will have to get going soon. Because I gotta cook the wings tonight.
Oh, you got bean duty?
I got bean duty. Wing duty, bean duty.
I think that's good.
It's duty. Perfect.
Had me worried there for a second. Wouldn't that
Did
be
you ever
fun?
torque the first one again?
What's that?
First bolt?
Oh, sorry guys.
Did you go back through and torque the first bolt?
I did not. I should go bring that thing home. I'm gonna bring it home, boys.
Yeah, I'll just run the extension with that.
All right. No, I'm gonna go straight onto it. So we need to tighten those that we just put into. Oh shit, where was it? I just read it. There it is. 40 foot-pounds. So go ahead and do that now. All right. Well, that took me a lot longer than I thought because I actually ended up screwing up with one of the self-tappers. So we're definitely gonna have to put a bead of weld across there. It's late. I got the axles on. They're bolted in. They're pretty much where they need to go. So now in the morning, we'll go ahead and my buddy's gonna come back over and we're gonna weld this back up and do the same on the other side. So that way it's solid, but it's looking like it's getting there. We got everything attached. It's late, so see you in the morning. Oh, the mess that we have. Good morning, everybody. Show you guys what we got going on. I'm prepping these surfaces for us to put a bead right here and a bead right here. Got everything torqued down to the axles, torqued to Dexter's manufacturer's spec for their 3,500 pound axles, and then have our bolts up there, our hanger bolts, torqued up to everything, and then all of the bolts for the Roadmaster system have been torqued as well to spec. So what we'll do now is I'm going to continue to clean up these surfaces. We'll get a weld put down on both of them. We'll wait for them to cool down a bit. I'll prime them, then I'll paint them, and then we will reinstall the wheels, put it back on the ground, and install our shock system. Alright, sun is out. Just painted these. Buddy came over, just put a couple of tacks in there, just a couple, just to make me feel better. Same on the other side, and where I was missing the bolt, we ended up beefing it up pretty good. So on this side got a nice speed, on this side got it all the way down. It's kind of ugly, but it is what it is. Got my bars on here. I figure I put those on while it's still up in the air, and I got the tires off, make it a little bit easier to get in there to them. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the tires back on, set it on the ground, and put our shocks on. Hand tight, and you definitely haven't stripped anything out. Now granted, I know when they change tires and stuff, they just zip it on there, which I probably am going to do here in a sec. Definitely made the stance a little bit wider on these tires. Still looks good in the whatchamacallit, in the fender well, so that's good. Alright, so we got the wheels back on. I still need to torque the lug nuts on there. But one thing that I did was I went ahead and installed the shocks on this side. I went ahead and did that so I didn't look like an idiot on camera trying to install them. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the other side, install those shocks, and I'll let you watch that. Oakley dokley, so need one of our shock absorbers. This bad girl right there. This is the top. You see that? Yeah. This is the top. We need washer. Oh. Another washer. Spacer. Wedge. Need another wedge for the backside. Another washer. And nylon locking nut. So we'll get that up in there. And we'll put our wedge on first. Whoops. Say that again. Put our wedge on first. Got a mosquito biting my leg. Washer. There we go. And we just need that loose. Loosey goosey. Now, the bottom one. Washer. Spacer. Or no. Washer. Goes in there. Then our washer. Then our spacer. And I actually have to push up just a little bit to get that in there. But it's in. It is in. And then follow that up with a washer and the locking nut. Start zipping this down. Make sure we got our, we do not have that the right way. There it goes. Because we need that wedge on the inside to be up. Oh. I should have got this a little bit tight before I attached it down there. It probably would have been easier to manipulate, but this will work because I just gotta keep it. Just need to keep that opposite away. Yep. All I'm doing is making sure on that back end all right, and I'll come back and torque all these to the spec that it says. But that is that. Now I'll go ahead and do the other side, and we will be done with the Comfort Ride install. So go ahead and get that on, and then I guess we'll hook it up and take it for a test drive. We'll make sure everything's torqued down and we're good to go. All right, everything's all wrapped up. Got my chocks in. Chocks down here too. Everything's all torqued. So now we are going to hook up to the truck and see how she does. And you guys get a front row seat underneath here. Now I know what some of you are going to say is that, wow, the front end is really down on your trailer. Well, my truck, we don't tow the trailer with my truck, and I don't have a hitch that would allow me to raise it up, and I don't feel like purchasing one because my car trailer and my utility trailer and everything like that, they work fine for my truck. We have a Tahoe that we set up with the proper weight distribution hitch and all that kind of good stuff where the trailer rides level. This is just me in the backyard trying to make sure that nothing falls off. We'll make a couple of squiggly turns here, inspect everything, and make sure we're good to go.
One thing to note is the level that I forgot on the back actually made it through all the test ride. So if that goes to show, you know, how much, but you can obviously see the angles here are not the best for the trailer because all of our weight is on our front axle. This video is getting kind of long, so what I'm going to do is in another video is reset up our weight distribution hitch for our Tahoe because I think we did gain about an inch lift with this kit, and we will go ahead and see how she handles on the road. This kit is definitely doable at home. Obviously, I added a little bit of complexity with the welding, but if you know a welder or you can weld, it's pretty simple. So until the next time, I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll give a little bit more of a review on the system once we get it on the road. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now, you hear?